Hey y'all, today I'm going to be planting a bunch of shade-loving annuals, specifically impatiens and begonias. As always, make sure you hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you know when my latest videos are up. And make sure you drop me a comment below. What is your favorite shade-loving annual? I know we talk about sun-loving annuals all the time in Texas, but we rarely talk about shade just because there's not a lot of shade here. But all of these plants are going to be undercover on my porch. Okay, we're going to be starting with this area up front where I have a potted hydrangea garden going. These are hydrangeas that I purchased last Mother's Day on clearance. I'm not very familiar with their varieties. I have not done any trimming on them because I'm not familiar with what they actually are. So as you know with hydrangeas, if you trim them at the incorrect time, you can end up losing all of your blooms for the new year, for the new season. So I did not trim these back at all. I'm just going to see what everything does this year. I had more than one hydrangea in each one, but I lost some. So there's a lot of ample room here, and this is a focal point of my back porch. So I'd like to fill it in and add some more color. All of these pots are set up with drip lines. As you can see, drip ran this morning. Okay, so what I'm going to be doing is adding shade-loving impatiens. They do not really like much of any sun at all. It says part sun, part shade to shade, and some people say you can put impatiens in the sun. You can't in my area, that's zone 8A in North Texas. They get about 8 to 10 inches tall, 12 to 14 inches wide. They like a lot of water. And so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adding some fertilizer to each of these pots, and I'm going to be filling the negative spaces with impatiens and really adding a lot of just vibrant color to this space. Now, I was lucky enough that my HOA sells these flats every year, gets them from one of my favorite local nurseries, and the nursery sells them for $7, sells them to our HOA for $7 less than buying them at the nursery. So I always buy a lot when they're available. So I have these two flats of impatiens, and then I also picked up, and these are not being planted today because they are sun loving, but I also picked up 2 flats of moss rose, and then I also picked up 2 flats of begonias, which I'll show you in the front when we get to there. But anyway, let's get started on this project and let's see the transformation of that gorgeous color. Okay, I think that adds a much needed pop of color to this space. And these will really fill in and drape over the pots. It's a really inexpensive way to add a lot of color to a shaded area. Once again, they need full shade to part shade. However, in my area, zone 8A, I suggest full shade, and they will do absolutely beautiful. So I still have about 3/4. Okay, so I still have about 3/4 of a flat left. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to fill this guy right here, this terracotta pot. I got this from a thrift store years and years and years ago. Really beautiful. I'm going to fill it solid with the Impatiens and utilize it on my front porch.
I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. I'm trying to make this darkness go away. I'll paint with colors and I'll sing until my lungs give out. I'm gonna let the sun shine in today. And I will leave my windows open so that I can hear the sound of people talking and the wind blowing in the trees. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day. I'm gonna let the past be filled with smoke. And I will try to fix what has been broken. And take this weight off my shoulders, 'cause I know yesterday ain't coming back. I'm gonna let the past stay in the cold. I will listen to the ocean, let its unsaid words be spoken. And I'll let my mind be carried by the waves. Oh, I will open up my eyes so I can see the light. Oh, and I'll try to spread my wings so I can fly. Oh, and the darkness starts to fade. Feels like things are gonna go my way. I'm gonna let the sun shine in the day.
Okay, next I have all of these green leaf begonias right over here. It's called the Olympia Mixed. They prefer part shade to full shade. They don't get massively tall. They like regular watering, but they definitely don't have to be overwatered, which is great. I love the look, brightness of them, especially for a shade plant. So what I'm gonna be working with is this antique piece. So I got this last year and I asked several of y'all what you thought it was. Some people suggested a well bucket. It has a rounded bottom with a metal cap. I think this stand was made as an afterthought to turn it into a planter. So anyway, I'm going to be recharging this with fresh compost. I'm going to be removing the dead purple fountain grass, and we're going to have it overflowing with begonias. And I think it'll look great on the front porch. Let's get started. Okay, I love it. I love the bright green waxy leaves next to this kind of old antique container. I just think it looks fabulous. They should do really well here. They might get a touch of sun, and if so, I'll just move it back a little bit further into the porch. But I just kept everything mixed, pinks, reds, whites. I think it looks really pretty. I still have a flat and maybe 4 plants left. So I'm probably gonna go start trying to look for another container to fill it up, because I think I would like to have another one up here. You can see that the porch is kind of a wreck right now. It's because I am just about to transition into the spring porch. So I've kind of been taking everything down. Looking forward to that. Okay, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video where we're focusing on shade-loving annuals. So we planted up Impatiens among my potted hydrangea garden, and we planted up begonias in an antique container on the front porch. So very excited. I would like to try more shade plants. I'm currently working on a shade garden that I should be debuting for you guys. July. I know that sounds like the worst time of year to be debuting a shade garden. But we've been working to get all that established, which is kind of exciting, and shade loving plants are new territory for me. So it'll be really fun to kind of work through a shade garden, show you guys what I'm doing, show you what's working and what didn't work or was a fail. But I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Just nice, peaceful planting flowers. Feels good. As always, she's a mad gardener or decorator or anything else that she wants to be. Thanks, y'all.